started coming to Madhouse because a couple of years ago, my best friend Brandon started hammering me to come to Madhouse, and I kind of always tried to avoid it because I was like, I didn't know what it was, and he never really described it too much to me. He just kind of told me to go, and I kept avoiding it. I kept saying I was busy, or I was doing something, or I had this thing to go on, or I got homework, even though I didn't always. I didn't really know if I wanted to go. I kept hesitating. And one day he tricked me because he goes, "Hey, are you busy tonight?" It sounded like we were gonna hang out, and I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Well, good, because you're gonna go to Madhouse with me." And I was like, "Oh man, he got me." So I went, not really sure what I was gonna find out, and I ended up having a complete blast, and it was just fun all around, and I met a lot of amazing people. It was just great altogether.
I came here originally because my friend Courtney brought me here because she knew I was going through some rough times, and it was an amazing experience here.
I immediately thought that this was like something that I did not expect at all. I was like, whoa, you know, I didn't expect to see you. I didn't expect to see you. And there's like 10 million people that I had no idea who were. But as a community in a whole, I just felt like the energy was up. I felt like the exception was there, you know, like I felt like I could actually be who I was and, you know, express myself.
I started going to Madhouse with my brother, who graduated, and he basically told me all the stuff that's been going on and how fun it was and all the people that can help you.
My friend really pushed me to come, and I did, and it was one of the most fun times that I had in a while, so I just kept coming, and I've been coming since January, and it's really made an impact on my life.
My friend Annika, who still attends, she's just like, "Hey, have you been to Madhouse?" I'm like, "No, what's that?" She's like, "It's a really cool youth group right down the road from here." And I started going for like, I want to say 3 weeks. I don't know, I found a love for it because like, it's one of the places that I felt comforted. Like I could be myself around anybody there.
I first heard about Madhouse from my mom. She graduated from Madhouse, and the first time she brought me to see the Power Team back when we were still at Crosswinds, and I thought they were really cool. And then I started getting introduced into some of the kids and the people here, and I grew a sense of belonging, and kind of like another family.
When I was in the 8th grade, I looked at the poster with my friends. We just thought it'd be kind of fun, somewhere we could hang out without our parents, just being there. When I went into my first set of small groups, I had no idea who anybody was. They started asking these deep questions, and when I answered them, it just felt so good to actually be able to talk about it, and I didn't want to stop coming. Like it was my favorite place to be every week.
I was introduced by one of my friends, Skylar, and I don't really know how she introduced me to it. She just kind of went, "Hey, I'm in this thing. Come along with me. It's really fun." And I got attached to it from the first thing. So I was pretty much hooked when I first came here.
But I got here, we did all these fun games, and all these staff members are willing to talk to you about anything. If you have any problems in your life, you talk to them, or you just make jokes with them, and they understand you, and they're ready to listen. You know, all of them are very, very kind, and each one unique, but each one fun in their own way, and you just never get enough of them.
They're all so friendly and welcoming to everybody new that's showing up, and it's like everybody here, everybody who comes here is really just like a family, and I liked that family vibe, so it made me feel safe coming here, so I just wanted to keep coming.
It was one of the places where I could escape from problems that were going on at home or at school, because the people here will like, they'll comfort you, and when you walk in, they'll just like yell your name and come up and give you a really big hug because they missed you after nesting you for a week or so. It's just one of the places where you can be yourself and not be scared.
In our small groups, we do talk about more personal things, and you know, and having that type of in-look on other people's lives, and goes like, it gives me more of a picture of what this world is kind of like, and our need for Jesus, you know.
I've been able to just communicate with anybody so easily, and that's a really big part of my life because no one's ever really been able to communicate so well with me. So I've been trying really hard to actually be able to do that with other people. And Madhouse has really been able to do that for me. It's opened up so many doors, and I really don't see myself without it.
Outside of school and home, I don't really go anywhere else. So here's been always the place that I can open up and continue to go to without being judged. And I meet a lot of people from my school that I didn't even know went there, and from other schools too. So I've just continued to go because I always have friends every day.
Madhouse really grew my self-confidence and my self-esteem, and it really taught me on how to be able to talk to kids who might not believe in the Lord yet, and how to answer some of the questions they might have. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it's making a difference in my story.
What made me keep coming back is the people that were here and all the nice friends that I made that helped me through everything, and it's easier to be here than somewhere else out there not knowing. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist. It's making a difference in my story.
I had really low self-esteem. I was actually one of the bullies. I wasn't the one being bullied. I hit a really deep rut, and I did some things that I don't like to talk about. Some Dave and Carol, and all the leaders, all my friends, they got me out of that. They showed me what it's like to be a good person again, and what it's like to care and love and just be happy. Thank you so much for helping Madhouse exist. It's made such a difference in my story now, and it will continue to for years.
My faith was slipping. It was really high when I was a kid. I feel like I'm really close to getting there, being a kid, and I think that Madhouse has had the biggest impact on that. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it is making a difference in my story.
It affects me spiritually and mentally. It just helps me be more of a confident person, when we do certain games and stuff. And spiritually, it will be if I read the Bible or verse or something and I don't understand it because the grammar they use or the big words they use, we will talk about it in small groups, and it'll break down what that verse means, or put it to a real life example so you understand it more. That makes a lot more sense now. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it makes a difference in my story.
The value of Madhouse to me is that God has really taught me to take all the energy that I used to hate myself with, because I really used to hate myself. It taught me that God has been putting all this energy I've had from hating myself and putting it towards confidence in myself, because I used to never be confident. And then I started coming here, and God just kind of spoke to me, and it was, be confident, you're okay here, it's a safe place. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it's making a huge difference in my story.
I've become more of myself when I started coming here, and I've become more open. Every time I'm having a bad day, I always look forward to Thursdays. I always look forward to Madhouse and Core, because it's always the one place that no matter what's going on, I can always have a fun time here. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it's making a difference in my story.
The atmosphere, the acceptance was just on point. To be able to go into a place where I have people my age, everywhere around me, and we could freely talk about some things, that was I felt beneficial to me, and that was something that I really needed. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it is making a difference in my story.
So I'm really thankful that I kept coming here, because I think without it I wouldn't be who I am now, and I really enjoy the person that I've become as I've grown up. Thank you for helping Madhouse exist, because it is making a difference in my story.